Give it a few minutes to see if anybody come in. If not, I'm just going to do a quick Happy New Year. If y'all see this later on, give it a like, thumbs up, share it out. And we're going to be doing more videos. I'm waiting for soft or hardware for the channel. Hey, son. Happy New Year. I just knocked the thing over. Y'all. Trying to see the chat. This chat thing is really bizarre now. It's really hair. I do it this way. Okay, that's better that way. Are you on the road or are you at home? Hey, Robert. Oh, hold on. I guess it won't let me do it from there. I have to do it from here. Hold on. Robert, I see your message. I don't know why it's tripping. It's giving me an error when I'm trying to see it, but... Oh, Robert, thank you. Roberts was on here, and for whatever reason, his message is doing something weird. I don't know why it's doing a weird. What part of the country you in, Jay? Roberts, if you still on there, I don't know if you got kicked out, but Robert's time, it's in a message. It's not posting it, but I'm able to see it on this other child. I don't know what's going on with YouTube and some of their stuff. I'm eating. I like the green one of these. This was the one they had at Costco. But I love the green dehydrated apple chips. But these are the red. They're good. But I love the Granny Smith ones. I like Granny Smith apples over any apple anyway. I don't know. I like that tart, semi-sweet flavor. Jay, where you at? What state? Okay. Snow? You got snow? Oh, there it is. Oh, okay. I didn't know you were. I thought you were a guy. I'm sorry. Roberts, thank you. I see Roberts. Roberts seemed like a dude's name. I'm sorry. And you're probably using that as your last. It might be your last name. I'm sorry. Yeah, they Danielle's funeral. They had it on the Wednesday. So her funeral was Wednesday of was it this week? Wednesday this week? I think it was Wednesday this week. And I talked to her sister, so I found out a lot more details about what happened with the death. She did have COVID, which is part of the reason she ended up coughing blood. But I found out a lot more details from her sister. So there was the accident, COVID, there's a whole bunch of stuff, but God took her home. I mean, that's the ultimate thing, is that it was her time. And I don't know why that death took me really hard, but it did. And we were just building a friendship. I've only known Danielle maybe a year. But she was sweet, funny, silly, had come down right, I think it was just before Christmas of December or January. It might have been December, January. She came in either December or January of the end of last year or just the beginning of this year. I mean, the previous year of 2020. And hung out, and I got pictures of her eating pho and hugging the pho. So, but I had pho this morning. But we all made it into this year, y'all. Whoever watches this, whether later, we'll have a lot of people on right now. People are eating dinner, but we all made it into this year. And I just did this on my Christian channel, and really, we need to be focused on if we made it this year, what's our purpose? And it shouldn't just be about us. There should be other stuff we're doing to impact other people. And I had people that were on my Facebook that said, "Are you doing any videos on the trucking channel?" The former trucking channel. So I figured I'd get on here and say Happy New Year to everybody, and I pray that everybody has a blessed New Year. I know y'all wonder what I'm eating. These are dehydrated apples, and I like apples. What I will say is please have an effective life. And as you go into 2020, make sure it's about more than just you. Y'all know I'm going to tell you, keep your spiritual house in order. I know a lot of people like the vaccine is coming. It's the savior. It is not the savior. We're hoping that it's effective. We hope it works. Some people are thinking it's going to work so they can get back to their normal. And their normal was all about them. There's a lot of people that didn't make it over the divide. And they laying in caskets. So you need to wonder, why did I make it through 2021? And what is it that I need to do? What allowed me to be so fortunate or blessed? And what is it that I can do to have an effective life? We've watched a country that's been operated by somebody who's very self-focused, self-centered, and everybody else can give a damn about. This year showed us some lessons. If we so choose to take the blinders off our eyes and see that it's about more than just us. And a lot of us, we got to see about how many of our fellow Americans really give a damn about us. I didn't want to wear no mask. They didn't realize and they didn't care. If the mask protected you, they don't care. I don't want to wear it. I don't give a damn about you. We have really seen the truth about the humans that exist on this planet with us, in our country with us. So what I'm going to challenge you is to look at your life and see how you can be different in 2021. Most of us have some kind of resolution. I'm going to get the weight off. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to watch my money different. I'm going to do this, that, and the other thing. All of them very self-centered goals. I'm not saying to neglect some things for yourself, because you should. You should have some self-care. But in the process of doing some self-care, make sure you have an extension of yourself that's for other folks, to be a blessing. I don't know in what way that can be possible, but please do that. Now, off the sand soapbox, happy 2021, everybody. Yes, like all y'all, I'm happy to be out of 2020. Channel is going to be going through some huge changes. And I have ordered the equipment to have the stand to attach to my tripod. Because that now means y'all get to go in the kitchen with me. And I'm going to be cooking. And I'm going to take y'all out to the garden. And we're going to be gardening. And I don't know what else we're going to be doing. I'm going to try to get a regular schedule up. Hey, Carolyn, what's up, baby? Happy New Year to you, too. And Jay, once this pandemic is over, you can come out. Now, I'm going to say this to you. I love you. If you by yourself, you can stay. If you in a relationship, y'all got to go to a hotel. I don't put up more than one person. I told Danielle that, too. Because she had a little boyfriend at the time, Alfred. And I told Danielle, anytime you by yourself, you can come stay. You and a partner come, y'all got to get a hotel. I don't put up couples. It gets too weird. Plus, I don't have that kind of room. One guest, yes. Two guests, no. And I'm gonna try to get a day bed in here because my house is one bedroom. A day bed, come out, hang out. I got you. That's once the virus is gone. You come stay. Come visit, come hang out with me and Joe. You'll have a good time. We're gonna take you to eat. You skinny, so you'll be all right. I can't fatten you up, boy. You you got you probably got good what do you call that? Metabolism. My metabolism for crap. I look at something, I'm gonna gain weight. But anyway, um, that's my son I'm talking to, Mr. J. Um, we're gonna be doing some cooking. We're gonna be doing some stuff and probably just talking. Y'all know me. I'll get on here and have a philosophy conversation about some stuff. We definitely gonna probably have some good conversations about 2020 because I got some philosophical conversations about 2020 and everything that we learned if we would just step back and watch from leadership down. Um, like I said, I don't hate the brother. He remind me of my dad. Honestly, he do. I feel like my father's running the country. I do, and it's scary. So I'm just gonna keep it REAL 100. Um, so the channel is taking a different curve, and I had somebody reach out to me through Facebook Messenger through my truck through the Trucker Doll channel on my Facebook, and she said, "Have you are you gonna be doing any lives?" And I was like, yeah, but there's some things changing. So I ordered the attachment that will hold my phone so I can take you all in the kitchen and I can cook. Right now, it's just not set up to where I can do that. So once I get the tripod up and running, we'll start cooking. I will also be doing my barbecue sauce and selling my barbecue sauce. I'm going to show you guys how I make it, but I'm not showing you my secrets. So it'll be the base of my barbecue sauce, but it ain't my full barbecue sauce. I'm going to show y'all. Because I have a spice concoction I do on the side that I mix in to the base sauce. And that's what makes mine my sauce. And I'm going to do what I had an associate of mine say, you need to start working on your sauce. And that's something, my Facebook Getting Saucy, that's why that channel is around. Tasha, what's up? Happy New Year's, happy 2021. So that's the base of it. I'll be doing that in the kitchen. And then mine has a Southwestern flair, so I use certain Southwest seasonings in order to give it a spin. I've got like 5 or 6 versions of sauces that I have created from some of your well-known sauces across the country. The Texas sauce, the Kansas sauce, Carolina sauce. There's a mustard-based sauce. Is that Alabama? I can't remember. There's different barbecue sauces. If you're a barbecue aficionado, and I love barbecue, there are different sauces across the country that are different. So like your Texas sauce is your sweet and tangy. Your Kansas sauce, I think, is your molasses base. It's either the Carolinas or Alabama. One of them is a mustard sauce, and the other one is a vinegar-based sauce. And I'm gonna be ordering my bottles. I gotta order my canning, my canner. I'll be getting that too. I'll probably do water bath canning on it. I've got to find out what the weights. Okay, the phone fell. I got to find out what the weights are going to be. I got to find out what the weights are going to be so I can mail it. But I'll be doing that. And then my main one, I'm going to start with the main one, which is the one that I first did. And I used to do it at University of Phoenix. I used to sell it on the side at University of Phoenix. People had asked me, could they buy it from me? And I was selling mason jars of it. Inexpensive. I'm trying to figure out what my cost is going to be. I think about $10 a bottle. Because I got to weigh in now bottle costs, labeling, other stuff. I'm still doing the shirts. I'll be reaching out on that next week for this channel. And the first shirt I'm going to probably do is one of Danielle's favorite sayings. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is because I still got to go get it licensed. And I'm going to go ahead and get that, is it copyrighted or trademarked or trade named or whatever. And I'll be selling those shirts. So I got some things we got in the works for this coming year. And then I also got to work on the logo design for the barbecue sauce, which I think I know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be real simple. I think I was making it a lot more complex than what it needs to be. I'm gonna make it real simple. And when I thought about it, I'm like, I can make this so simple. Um, but yeah, we got some things coming for this year coming up. Oh, also, if you're on here, give me a like, thumbs up, and please share this when y'all see it, whether you see it now or later. Um, I gotta work tonight, so I ain't gonna be on here too long. It's 3:30. I got some sleep this morning, but y'all know I gotta take a nap before I start, and I start at 7, so I usually try to get in an hour or two of sleep before I start, because I work a 12-hour shift tonight. So, for those of y'all who did come in, what y'all eating over the road? Y'all know, look, I'm up here eating some. These are apple chips. What are y'all eating over the road? I have pho for breakfast. That's the Vietnamese soup. I had that for breakfast. And I got major dental work. I'm starting on the 14th. I go for my major dental work. I got deep cleaner, 1 and 2. I got 2 different versions of it. You have to do it in 2 phases. And then I have a bunch of fillings. I got to drill out existing fillings, put in brand new fillings, and then I redo those fillings and then brand new ones. And they doing that in 2 phases. So my mouth's going to be tore up from the flow up. Then after we get done with that, I'm finishing off the braces. And I met with the orthodontist already. We got to work on that. And my tongue is too big for my mouth, so to speak, for my teeth. So y'all see these little teeth, everything's spreading. They were pushed forward. She said, man, that tongue thrust of yours. I said, well, one orthodontist had the nerve to talk about shaving my tongue, and that scared the hell out of me. I'm pretty good on stuff, but shaving your tongue is weird. And although there's a dude who had, if y'all can look it up on YouTube, he had COVID side effects where his tongue grew out like a giraffe. I mean, it's disgusting. And a friend of mine who's an RN told me, she said, they don't know half the stuff with this virus. And I said, absolutely. But it was bad. And they had to wrap it. It was a brother, and it was an older black man. And they had his tongue wrapped up with, like bandage. And he had to go have it shaved off to get it back to normal, and has to go back through speech therapy. COVID. Y'all, COVID. So hopefully vaccines work. I know my doctor's office, they've all done the Pfizer vaccine inside the office. I'm talking to them because I have an underlying blood clotting disorder, so I have to concern is that going to have an impact with it. I also want to see how it works. How everybody's doing, and are we going to see some weird stuff happen after 5 to 6 months of this vaccine? So you got to see that too. But we praying, and then this new variant strain, whatever they call it, we just praying, because a lot of people are like, oh, I'm out 2020, and they seeing the vaccine is our hope, and we're going to get back to normal. And I'm like, y'all don't know that yet. We got to see how this is going to work out. Anywho, before I shut this down, because ain't nobody really talking, what anybody got on here? What y'all having for y'all barbecuing, burgers, sandwiches? What y'all doing, peoples? Anybody? A lot of folks on here right now because everybody eating. Probably some folks. I got some potato salad in there. I don't know. I'm gonna make a really good sandwich later. I forgot I had my potato salad in there. I didn't make the potato salad. I bought it. Anyway. But we got some stuff coming, and I don't know if we'll do a regular schedule. I have to see. It might just be random, but I might try to schedule it so y'all know when to be on here when I do it. Some of them may just be videos I put up, and some of them may be lives. I guess I might do the lives. I'm really just thinking on how I'm going to do it, but there'll be more interaction back here, but it's not going to be your typical trucking stuff no more. I may still occasionally get some trucking things in. I still want to do an interview with Trucker Bill, which we can do by phone. I may have some other folks I might talk to and see. But yeah, I know we're going to get up in that kitchen. I do know that because I know people have asked me, they want to see me cook. One of my associates calls me a food artist. I like my food to look appealing when I make it. I just, if I'm going to eat it, I don't want to just be in a mess. I don't understand that. It bothers me. When I see people do stuff, I got some friends of mine, they're sweet as they want to be. They like meatloaf. And they used to go in and take a and it disturbed me. It was disturbing because meatloaf, I like to cut it, lay it out, drizzle it with the stuff that's supposed to be drizzled, little mashed potatoes or whatever on the side. That's what makes meatloaf appealing and homey, not just a hunk of it. I was like, I can't, guys. You're messing with my mojo. But anyway, um, I'm gonna get off of here because I have a feeling y'all busy getting your grub on, and I'll be back on here. Well, I have to try. The part that I'm ordering should be here Monday, and I got to go out and start working on the garden because I have not done anything to my garden, and I should have started my fall garden. You can still garden it anytime. I have a where is it? Somewhere over here. Schedule of what you can grow, or what you can plant to grow. So right now, greens are greens such as your leafy vegetables, squash, at least in my zone. Um, and you need to know what zone you're in. So we'll talk about that because I've done some research. My dirt mix, I'll be working on that. My mix of dirt that I'll be messing with. Dexter, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, bro. I'll be doing that kind of stuff. So yeah, the trucking stuff, if anybody's here for trucking, it's not gonna be that trucking channel anymore. I may occasionally have trucking stuff, but it ain't gonna be what it used to be. It's really just gonna be me living life. And I'm 52. I'm not on the road anymore. I do work in a trucking office, but I don't even want to talk about that because it's bizarre. Right now, last night I was just like, it was really strange. It was like, Avy Griffith, what's up, baby? Happy New Year. It was so strange last night. I was like, oh my God. I only had a half a day. Last 2 hours I was by myself. Most of the driver managers didn't do their job that morning. So we had all these calls holding for us when we came in after hours of folks asking questions that I can't answer. Your driver manager was supposed to do it. I couldn't even fix some of the stuff. I told them I'll send you calls over to your driver manager because they tell me to be on the call for 5 minutes. If you ain't updated all your calls when you get to arrive at shipper, or you getting error messages and you didn't call in during the daylight hours to get that fixed, and you trying to call me in after hours to fix it, no. I now do this. If I can't fix it within under 5 minutes, I'm going ahead and send that to your driver manager, and I'll just send you the pre-plan information. You just keep going with your loads according to pre-plan information and open up a fuel card. Because and most of the drivers from our company, they don't follow their fuel route know how. That's the other madness about my company. God bless them. The system and they don't require their drivers to follow the fuel routing. I hated fuel routing, so I understand it. But if you're working for the starter companies and that's part of your learning experience and part of your experience and part of what your job is, follow the freaking fuel routing unless you have to reroute for weather issues. Follow the fuel routing. Um, but they don't trip plan the fuel routing in there. They just and then they drive. I get enough drivers. I don't understand how you drive until you empty. Well, I don't have, and they call it gas. I had to tell one of them. I said, bro, you're driving a semi truck, right? Yeah. When did you put gas in the semi truck? He started laughing. You funny. No, I used to drive, and I know it ain't called no damn gas. It's called fuel, diesel. Put gas in the car. Then I had the ones calling last night. Wait, I'll make y'all laugh. I'll tell this one. They doing a load for one of the grocery chains on the East Coast. Ain't no empties here. Okay. Let me look for an empty. Well, they told us there's some empties at this other part of the same chain, DC, at this location. Okay. Let me look. Isn't that 7 miles from you? Well, yeah. I was trying to get your permission to go over and get it. You crazy as hell. When you get your behind that truck, go get that empty trailer. Why the hell are you calling me? Why are you calling me? Let me explain something to y'all. If you working for a company and you can't go 7 miles across the street to go pick up an empty trailer, y'all need to reevaluate. And you got a call to get permission to go across the street? 7 miles is up the street and around the corner. Asked no permission, I went and got the dang trailer. Trying to do my job. Y'all gonna mess with me because I'm trying to do the job? Customers close. Um, And I'm just calling to let you know customer closed. What should I do next? Find a safe place to shut down. Is it okay if I go back to the terminal? I don't know, is it? This is my calls. And y'all want to know why I don't talk about nothing in trucking. I can't tell you anything because people I talk to don't make sense to me. I don't ever remember calling my general manager to go, hey, customer shut down. Is it okay if I come to the terminal and park? Ciao, bye. Hey, Becca. Do Qualcomm. I didn't even talk to her on the phone. I don't want to talk to you on the phone. I want to talk to you. Becca, customer shut down. I did my arrival call. On my way back to the terminal, no parking here at the customer. On my way to find safe parking, no parking here at the customer. Conversation was done. You're the responsible party in the truck. You got to get that truck somewhere safe to park it. Asking permission to park a truck, go park it safely. Y'all figure it out afterwards. That was my calls last night, y'all. I kept looking. Why are you calling me? Then they go a long way around. So I was driving down 59 and blah, 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 blah. And my fuel, like, are you calling because you need fuel? Yeah, just get to the point. I need some fuel. Okay. Because most of them be making up stories because they don't want to follow fuel routing. Okay. That's not my problem. I'm just going to open up your fuel. I ain't going to argue with you. I had one guy who drove right past his fuel routing and called me because he wanted me. I said, dude, I just turn right there. I used to live in that area in Texas. Turn right there. Just I'm not turning around. Okay, so you didn't want to talk to me about getting fuel. You want to go fuel where you want to fuel. Finally, I just stopped caring. I don't care. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Because that's what you're going to do. And the company doesn't enforce it. So, paperwork, calls, some of it is madness. I'll be sitting up there going, if the way it worked for the company, most of the companies I work for, if you didn't do your call, your loaded and empty call, you didn't get paid. Tie them getting paid to doing those calls correctly. And let's see if it gets done right. But they don't. So that's part of the starter company stuff. So that's why I'm going to sit on here and talk about trucking. Because I work for a starter company and I'm dealing with a lot of babies. B. Griffith, I don't wonder. Because I realize the transportation industry, especially on the trucking side, is just a mishmash of throwing balls up in the air for some companies. And what they catch, but the falls on the floor, they don't care because the customers are so desperate to be cheap. They're not going to pay big money for trucking companies that would actually make it flow smoothly. So they're okay with mediocre or not good service. Other thing is, same as the trucking companies. Trucker Bill told me this. As long as you can climb, they don't give a dang if you got one eye and one leg and an arm. As long as you can climb your butt in that seat and go forward and back it up, you're a winner. You a winner. They don't care. So it's sad. It's funny, but it's sad at the same time. And I think it's because they don't have a major standard. They have just a low expectation, and that translates in your offices, in your trucks, in your training, and in the customer relationships. And customers who finally probably get sick of it and say, I want better, they're gonna have to charge more because of greed, because everybody wants the money they got. And they're gonna have to charge, they're gonna have to pay more for transportation services that have a higher quality standard. So like when I worked for Conway had a high standard. Their standard was high. It was high not only for their drivers, but for their customers. And they got paid for that. But again, you have to understand they didn't maybe have a large customer base similar to other companies because people, to get the premium services, it's kind of like I got this Roku thing, right? I can get a bunch of free stuff, and the free stuff is going to be older movies and shows. We can all watch Crackle. You can watch the same stuff over and over again. But if I want premium stuff and I want to see new stuff, I gotta pay for what I want. I gotta pay for that premium service. Um, I like the Star Trek Discovery, for example. That only shows on CBS All Access. Well, I have to pay for that. I might get the first few days free, but I'm paying monthly for the premium service of having that particular type of quantity given to me. Otherwise, I'm gonna get substandard stuff or older stuff, which is okay in a pinch, but that's not what we all want. We do want the newer stuff. We do want the better stuff. So it's that old adage: you pay for what you get. So that these companies know what they're paying for when they deal with, the starter companies. They know what they're paying for. Okay. I'm gonna tell you, do whatever can get you lucrative income. That's one of the reasons when my friends start talking to me about the barbecue sauce. In this hour that we're in right now, you guys need to have a side hustle. I'm gonna say that right now. And just to have, you need to have a side hustle. I'm getting older, so I need something else to have going on. If I can get the barbecue sauce to actually become, a decent uh, online marketing, and people like my sauce, that side business could help me in retirement. If the Lord is so willing to see us get to that point. I don't know how long this planet's going to be around because I have my own view of things based on how time is right now. But for now, I'm going to plan as if. So that barbecue sauce could actually open up the door for me, and I have some other ideas with it because I have seasoned mixes. I have a whole bunch of stuff I do. I have a barbecue rub I make that I have a friend of mine. She's like, "Girl, you gonna make some more of that rub?" Yeah, I'll make some more. Can I have some of that to go? Absolutely. Can you make mine not as spicy? Because I like spicy. So I'm gonna have like different versions of that too. So it's whatever you gotta do what you need to do. I'm gonna tell y'all all though, you need to start watching your money. What I do is if I have to go out here and go to the grocery store, every time I go to the grocery store, I get cash. It might not be but $20. I get cash and I get it divided up five. I get like two fives and 10 ones, or three fives and five ones, and then I divide it up and have an envelope in the house that says MO money, and that envelope I just put cash in, and I'm gonna keep doing that. It might be $20, and that 20 is usually the lowest amount, and I'll have cash on hand, and I'm gonna recommend that for all of you. Probably the next few months, I want to get it to where I have at least $100 every time out of every paycheck, minimum of $100 in cash. I'm starting with 20, and then as I go through, I'm gonna start building it up. So that's like $40 a month. But I'm gonna stay every time I get paid. If I have to walk into a grocery store, I go and I'm gonna get a minimum of $20 cash back, and later I'm gonna start raising that up, $40 cash back, and then so forth and so on, and then just keep adding it to an envelope. I'm also in the process of trying to save for a car. I'm trying to get between 2,500 and 5,000 for a vehicle. I want to get a truck or a van. Prefer a truck. I would prefer a truck, pickup truck. But wouldn't mind a van. If it's like a cargo van, I wouldn't mind that either. But I want something where if I want to haul something in there, I can. That's kind of where I'm at. If I want to tow a trailer or like an RV, I can. Cause I don't know what things are bringing, but I'm at a different point right now, and I just see things differently. B Griffith, if you want to make that payoff, look into van life builds, like people who want to build out a van to live in, or remodeling old RVs. That and then market yourself on the internet. That has a huge following right now. Yeah, that has a huge following. Check out van life, and see how some of these people traveling around, have taken these vans and they customize these vans out, and people are paying them to do it. Big money if you can get good at it. If you learn how to do the insulation and the flooring install, because that's one of the reasons I'm looking at a cargo van, because a cargo van would give me the capability. That's another thing we could do on this channel. I like traveling. I just don't want to drive a truck doing it anymore for a trucking company. I want to travel and enjoy my travel. I want to be able, if I want to get in my truck and hook an RV up and go up in the mountains here in Arizona to one of our lakes and go with a fishing pole, I can do that with a couple of dogs. If I just want to go off grid somewhere, I can do that. And so I've been following van life a lot, that off grid where people just go in their vans and they have like a bed. They have like almost a full queen size bed in the back. Some of them have like little kitchens in there. Some of them even got showers in there. I mean, oh, well, I forgot the one chick I'm really liking her right now, Tiffany Grace. Go check her out. Van Life is a dude out of Canada. His name is Chrome, and he had a sticker called Weirdos Unite. He's odd, but he started out, moved out this gorgeous apartment in Canada, got some bins, got a storage unit, got rid of stuff, put whatever he had in storage, and pretty much got this Ford cargo van. Him and his he had one of them bulldogs. Him and his bulldog disco ball, because he was a DJ. Him and disco ball, the his first the bulldog he had when he got on the truck or in the van. He had him, and he just started with like some wood, put a mattress in there, had some crates, and put some curtains up, and that's how he was living out the van. And then he just built it as he was living in it. Then he got so popular on YouTube that people have reached out to him and helped him with getting his van to where it is today, and it's pretty amazing. There's another dude. He likes climbing mountains. His name is Foresty Forest. He's out in Canada too, and he had like a little Astro van. Now how he was living in that, I don't know, but his brother was living in that little small. He's a tiny dude, and he lived in this little small space with his crock pot, a little Bunsen burner thing, and he would cook his meals in there most of the time. And you see him climbing some mountains, and he just, matter of fact, he just got through from some major mountain climb out there, and he's building out a bigger van now. He got rid of his other van, and he's building out a larger, a Ford, I think a Ford or something like that van with, I think it's all wheel drive or 4 wheel drive. I can't tell, but it's a bigger van. And he's building that out right now. It's very interesting watching people do it. And then you had like the one of the other couples, but they're building a house right now. Eamon and Beck, that's another good one. And then what's the other couple? Trent and Allie. Trent and Allie are here in the U.S. Eamon and Beck are in Canada. And Eamon and Beck own a chai. They started a little chai business that I think his dad runs for them when they were up. But all of them have gone around different countries. Prior to the pandemic, they were in their vans, driving around and living out these vans. So my thing is that for me, I do like where I'm living right now as an apartment, but it would be nice if I had like a van or an RV. And on the weekends, and once I get a dog and everything's a lot more different, even if it wasn't different, I would be. I used to drive up when I was here before in Arizona. I went up to Jerome almost every other weekend. I just like going for a drive. I could go meet with just me and my dog, and I would drive up there to the mountain, and they have an area you would walk, and you could walk and go to different craft shops. They had local wineries, and I would just walk, and I had like some little crafted knives and stuff like that, and go to little craft shops, and you eat, little shops, and eat, have a little meal up there, and then we'd come back down the mountain just to get away. So that's kind of what I would like to add to the channel, but I have to wait till I get a vehicle to do that. And that's why I said I'd either go with either a van, because I might end up trying to have it built out, just to have something on whenever I was off to go and just go around the state. And I can show y'all some really nice stuff. Arizona's a beautiful state. When I grew up, I didn't appreciate it, but I appreciate my state now. We actually have a very, very, very pretty state. We got desert, we got city, we got mountains, we got forests, we got national forests. It's we have some really unique things here in Arizona. We have a whole section between Sedona and Cottonwood. Is it Cottonwood? Not Cottonwood. Oh my God, what's the name of that city? McLean lived in it. He had a house there. Oh my goodness. Starts with a C. We have a city that actually has heavy wineries. We have some in Tucson. We have some up here in northern Arizona, and we have some wineries. And hey, Jody, thank you. Yeah, AZ. Yeah, we it's a pretty state. It is. We have a very, very pretty state. I I've traveled all around the country in trucking, and there are some states I would like to go and just vacation at and go do some fishing. When I did fishing, I did it with churches and I think uncle, and I just caught the fish. I never actually cut it up, so I want to go through the whole process. I don't have a problem with that. But I would like to, like, I would love to go into Alaska and go do some salmon fishing. I would like to go out here. My grandfather used to do, he used to hunt and do catfish. But I wouldn't mind, like I said, I wouldn't mind doing bass, catfish, salmon, do some fishing. That would be actually fun to me. And bring it back and just really enjoy what we have. America, we have a beautiful country, which is why I tell a lot of people we need to reevaluate how we've treated our planet, because we have some beautiful stuff here. And if we get back to some basics of things and not be so spoiled, we can really appreciate it, especially nature. And I think that as I'm hoping that as this pandemic, said this on my Christian channel, what did we learn in 2020? Everybody wants 2020 to be over, but we really should have learned some things, and appreciating our planet, appreciating just being here, because there's people that didn't make 2020. And the question is, why did you? What is it that can be effective about your life if you crossed over into 2021? Because there's a whole bunch of people that hit a casket, not just from the pandemic, but a lot of people died in 2021. I mean, in 2020. I mean, we had a lot of folks die. All sorts of deaths, not just the pandemic. I mean, what's the guy? A Wakanda dude, he died. Who else? Sean Connery, Kenny Rogers. I could name off some major stars that went home. And what is it that made it so that we were fortunate enough, blessed enough to get in 2021 and we're not on a ventilator? We're not in a hospital sick. Prayerfully, we won't be. And prayerfully, we'll get through 2021. But what is it? And do something effective, not only just for yourself to enjoy life, but be effective and, be a blessing to somebody. Alaska, yeah, I would like to go to Alaska. My thing with Alaska, one thing I was scared, well, there's a couple of states. I love Washington State, and I want to pursue it more. Trucker Bill's up there. I would like to go up there and just go on the boat and fishing and all that stuff. I'm not going anywhere till the pandemic stuff is over. Utah is absolutely gorgeous. The streams and stuff, I imagine you could do some hella fishing in Utah. Portland, I love Portland. Anywhere I do seafood and fishing would be great. So, like, favorite states that I went through that I would love to go do more vacationing through, I want to go up into Canada and to BC. I only went to BC. Before things went really hinky with Conway, because I was doing Canada, and they had me do like 6 U-turns at the border of Wheatgrass, Montana, going into Canada. We were done. I was like, I'm done. I'm not. You guys said none of this stuff is right. Then you trying to send me up there with no, we're done. And it was really my driver manager. I should, if I was smarter and I had and I understood the industry more, I would have just asked for a different driver manager. And actually, I should have asked for the 2 ladies in Memphis. I just didn't know. Well, I knew, but I didn't know in the sense of how critical it should have been to ask for them right away. And I met them. So I should have asked for them right away and got switched to their fleet. And I was told that. Yeah, BC, I would do mainly just to interrupt up there. And I didn't go too far from the border. I was delivering either hazmat loads to a painting company coming out of the U.S., or I was taking Monster cans, I think it was Monster cans, to a facility up there that did cans. And then I also brought back from there, I brought back windmills for farms that would fit in the 53 foot. So, like, for personal farms, I was bringing back stuff like that. Or they would just have me come deadhead back in to the U.S. So that's what I was doing. Like I said, Conway wasn't it was a good company. It was, my driver manager was a-hole. I'm sorry, she's a total butthole. Anyway, I don't want to be on here too long because I do have to get some sleep because I do work tonight. I work tonight from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. I got to put together another shelf because I am prepping. I'm an urban prepper, y'all. So I've gotten it. Well, honestly, I always had food on board, but I've been more cognizant of it with what we just went through. Something just in my spirit said be more cognizant of it. So I'm doing that. So I have urban prepping, but because my kitchen is small, I'm having to move some of the canned goods into the room. So I'm going to have to utilize some of my room space. And if y'all can see back there, that shelf back there, you can see that's canned goods on that. And that sits in the middle between my bedroom and the bathroom. And that's one shelf, and I'm gonna do another shelf because I'm not getting that silver one. That silver one sucks. That was like the cheapy one from Walmart. It's supposed to be an industrial shelf, and they Bowen with cans on them. I got the black one from Walmart. That was a little more pricey. That one is better. $6 difference. $6 difference. Like I said, what you pay for. So I got another one of the black ones, and that's going in my room. So I'm gonna put that together here while and then I'm gonna put it up in the room. Yeah, I'm doing 7 p.m. tonight to 7 a.m. in the morning. But they give us a free day off. So I'll get a day off. I'm hoping, praying that our truckers have took their day off too, and we have an easy night. Because last night it was like we all did half day, and for 2 hours I was by myself, and it was like cray cray. But I was shocked because I bounced. At least in my, I did a good job juggling the balls. So I got most of because we run. Not only do I help the drivers calling in, I'm also managing the boxes, and you're also managing the email box. You're managing trackers, tracking trucks for the customer. We're managing the messages from the onboard computers. And yeah, I did all that plus the phone calls last night. It was quite interesting, but we got it done. And yeah. So yeah, tonight I hope they just sleep because I'm just want to do core thing, and I'm tired of see. So tonight will be what's tonight? Friday night, Saturday. So Saturday's my last day. So Saturday I work. Tonight's Friday, and I work Saturday, and then I'm off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and don't return till Thursday. And then Monday, I got to get to labs. Unfortunately, I got to do labs for the teeth work because I was trying to do it with my biometric screening. That did not work. So I got to do the labs for my, so I can get some, I need to get some blood work so they can work on my teeth. They require to see my blood work to work on my teeth because of my blood thinner. Hey, Rochelle, Happy New Year. Oh, V Griffith, I already got that. One of the girls, the chick that's there, she got like half her family working in the apartment. But anyway, her brother said that when he started, he like, yeah, if they want it all broken, just let it stay broken. Because it gives us a job. Oh, I was so weak. I was like, wow, bro. Because he basically said they don't want to fix the onboard computer and they want to give these people broken stuff. At least we got a job because it's broken. I was like, wow. It's sad that that's how people have to see it, but it was funny. But it's facts. He told him the truth. He told him, and I didn't dig in my nose, y'all. I scratched the center of it. He told him the truth. I was like, he told him the truth. He's like, it's job security, because the system they have. I'll be honest. If I was a driver, I couldn't drive for them. I would not be able to drive for them. The onboard computer alone would piss me off. The onboard computer by itself, as a truck driver, I couldn't do it. And I don't like being on the phone talking to people. I don't want to talk to my driver manager. Only when necessary. Who's this? Kimma. Happy holidays to you. Happy New Year. But yeah, welcome to the channel. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome to the channel. Um, yeah, I couldn't drive for them. The onboard computer would do that. That actually would be my top gripe. My second gripe would be all the permissions that these drivers are having to ask for, call and ask, can I permission? No, bro, the CDL in my lights. Once you got your groove down, you really shouldn't be on the phone with a driver manager. Honestly, you shouldn't. I tried to talk to my driver manager as least as possible. I want to be on the phone with you. That's why I'm in the truck isolated because I want to just drive and be left the hell alone. I'll do my job and get it done and call it a day. Being on the phone with the driver manager and yeah, but they have to. Like, calls ain't going through, system don't work. It's just like madness, absolute madness. Well, I don't know about my diet because I'm fat as hell. I'm like 440 some pounds, so I gotta work on my weight. Skin wise, I just, you know what, I'm gonna say this: I have been blessed. I think that's just a God given thing. I saw a friend of mine and we hadn't seen each other. I don't even think he's alive now. And he was a friend of mine. I used to, I don't say party with. We used to go out to the clubs and stuff and hang out. And I wasn't like, I wasn't like a partier like that. But when we went out, hang out, we would go hang out at the bars back then. We go to the bars, and the bars for us was a club. And we would go and just dance and sit down and have a couple of cocktails, or we go listen to jazz. And we hadn't seen each other. He left Arizona in our 20s. He came back when I was in my 40s. Well, he came back twice, once in my 30s and then in my 40s. And when he saw me in my late 40s, he was like, "How in the hell did you do that?" I'm like, "Do what?" He said, "Shannon, you still look like when we were younger." And we're in our 40s. And I'm like, and I could see some age on him. He looked good still. He's a good looking guy. Brother's a good looking brother. But he's like, "How the hell?" So I can't say it's anything other than a darker pigment. I think we don't age like everyone else. I just wash my face like normal. I've just started using black soap to wash my face, and I use and I need to order some more of it. My dad told me about Beyond. It's called Beyond Belief, because what I had noticed is that my eyes, I'm starting to age, so this is falling, and so the eyes, they start drooping and falling. You see, I still got some black circles. That's just from tired, and I just, that's it. So skin wise, thank you for the compliment on the skin, and just the Lord, I guess. The genes that I just been blessed with. So that's it. Pretty much on how I take care of that. Well, the now this is V Griffith. I am supposed to be. I don't know what's true, false. My grandmother, my father's mother, said that the slave that came over from Africa, who was, I guess, I don't know if it's her father or her father's father, was an Ethiopian slave. So that may be the Ethiopian part you may be picking up on. And my grandmother, my father's mother, had her Native American benefits, Choctaw Chickasaw, and she also had land in Oklahoma. So she is Oklahoma, and supposedly, that is might be where you're seeing the Ethiopian from, and maybe even some of the Native American stuff, if that's the case. We thought my mother's father, with the question mark, was Native American because he's out of Oklahoma. Um, I don't know, because my brother, my youngest brother, my half brother that my mother had, he did the ancestry or whatever DNA, and it came back that he has Nigerian. Is it Nigerian? Is it Nigerian? I think it's Nigerian. He is Nigerian. I think it's, is it Nigerian? I think it's Nigerian. And then he got a bunch of white folks. There was absolutely no Native American, which was strange because if you looked at my mother's father, I would have bet dollars to donuts. So then a question mark comes up in my mind: was that my mama's daddy? So I haven't done mine. I have a problem with doing the ancestry because I wanted to do it. I was curious about it, but I have a problem when you take my DNA results and you can allow law enforcement to use that to track somebody, let's say in my family line, that I don't even freaking know, to see whether they're a criminal. My problem is not that you catch them because they're a criminal. I don't have a problem with you catching a criminal. I have a problem with you using my DNA results without my permission, and the fact to me that's private. And why do you have access to it? So I won't do it. Yes, I won't do it. I did that to find out my heritage. I didn't do that for you to go use for your shenanigans. Nope. So I won't do it because I have a problem with the fact they share that. To me, it should be private. So thanks, B. Griffin. Thanks. Yeah, I have no idea, but the Ethiopian part, that might be facts. That could actually be facts because apparently, per what my father's mother wrote, we have Ethiopian was an Ethiopian slave, so that might be facts. I don't know. I haven't, like I said, I haven't done the DNA thing, and I don't know that I will. Too much of our privacy is out the window anyway, and I'm just like, we have this medium that already puts us out there. We couldn't walk down the street now without probably being identified unless you absolutely did not use social media. And even if you don't do that, we now have the phone facial recognition, which I hate that too. It's just too much invading privacy, and we've given a lot away. I mean, yeah, I'm on here and I don't care, but we've given a lot away, and that can actually be turned to use against us for a lot of control later on. But it is what it is. Anyway, y'all, Happy New Year. Anybody watches this later, share out, give us a like, thumbs up, and there's gonna be more coming to the channel. I'll probably, if you guys watch the community page, I'll post up probably maybe a schedule that I'll start running on, and we'll start doing schedules. And like I said, you're gonna see some cooking in the kitchen. I'll be making my barbecue sauce, but you won't see the secret ingredient. You'll only see me add it after it's made. And then we'll be getting out here in the backyard and working on getting the garden up and running. And you guys will see me go through the saga of that because I gotta mix soil, Gotta do some planting. I gotta cut off the water faucet. Whoever was here before me, they put like this multi thing on there. But the problem is that they put it on so tight you can't get it off. So when I got my storage out, I have a Dremel, that gray thing that's sitting on the speaker. That's a Dremel. So I'm gonna run some card out there. I gotta cut it off, but I gotta order a new water hose. I gotta order the new thing I want on there. Um, and I'm gonna be putting a drip system in. So all that's gonna be, you guys are watching me go through that process, and then y'all get to see the harvest once it starts coming in. And I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do some of my planter starts. I'm gonna do them try a little bit different way of starting some stuff. Some stuff I'm a direct sow. That means I'm gonna just get the containers together. I have above ground soft containers. I'll get those all together, get the dirt all together, and I'm just gonna direct sow in there like the things you would direct sow are like your carrot seeds direct sow. I'll be doing some organization as far as seeds because I got a bunch of seeds that I had from storage because I actually had a garden at one of the other apartments I had, which was going really good. I had a broccoli head broccoli? Yeah, broccoli head that came off of that one that was like this, fresh. It's so different. And I'm starting to, right now, like I ordered vegetables and I was telling Grumpy that I ordered some bell peppers and the bell peppers don't have right flavor. It's like they don't have no flavor. Even if you eat them raw, it's like, where's the bell pepper taste? And I think that's just because of all the chemicals and all the seeds that they using that ain't really true, good seeds. So I'm even looking at where because I'm getting it from a little Latino store because it's cheap. But I'm seeing now that cheap ain't always the best way to go when it comes to your vegetables, and I'm kind of persnickety about flavors. So when I go over here to Safeway and I got a red bell pepper, flavors are good, nice and sweet. So I'm gonna probably go that way. Eggs, like even eggs to me, eggs like egg. What's this egg? Don't taste right. Well, you buying it for 97 cents, so they're probably feeding these hens a whole bunch of crap. They're not laying good solid eggs that have any flavor in them. So I'm probably gonna I'm gonna try some organic eggs on my next run, and cook those and see what they're like. And then the other ones that are in there, I'll probably boil them and make salad or something out of them. Cause as fresh eggs, like cooking them to make breakfast, it's totally a turn off. Anyway, y'all, peace, 2 and 2. Blessed New Year's. Make your life be effective, not just about you. Yes, have some New Year's resolutions for yourself, but also have some New Year's resolution to be a blessing to somebody else besides you. 2 and 2. Peace. Well, now this thing won't even stop, y'all.